Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and today I want to do a review for you for Darkest Day. And before I get into a plot synopsis and the review, I would like to take the time to thank Wild Eye for providing me with this copy so I can review for you guys. Wild Eye has a website and a YouTube site. So go subscribe and visit their site. They have a ton of really cool content on there. So, Darkest Day is a 2015 film that runs approximately 90 minutes, and it is directed by Dan Rickard. He also plays the lead character named Dan, which I thought was kind of funny. Now, in doing some research on Dan Rickard, the only other thing he directed was a short, and I can't remember the name of it. But I thought it was pretty impressive. He did the visual effects or he was involved in doing the visual effects for The Martian. So Dan plays a guy who wakes up on a beach, not really knowing what happened to him before, and he's going through, I mean, it's a UK film, so he's going through, not sure where they are, but a city, and he runs into a guy and a girl. And he's fast to find out that there are zombies. Basically, the world has collapsed and become overrun by zombies. Now, these aren't the slow zombies, these are the ones that run fast, which, granted, I like the slow zombies better because that's what I grew up with, but fast zombies kind of scare the crap out of me because if you really think about it, they don't get tired. So, you're basically done. Now, what I thought was interesting about this film is you're not really sure what turns them into zombies. If it's I mean, they touched on it a little bit, but you're actually not sure if it's bites or um, an airborne thing or, you know, and I think that I don't know. I think that uncertainty makes it for a little bit better of a story, and not really knowing who is going to turn and why. Now, Dan and the people that he meets on the street, uh, the guy gets killed, and him and the girl actually make it back to their, I guess, their safe house or whatever you call it. And there's a bunch of people living in there. And apparently the people were out looking for stuff to eat and all that kind of stuff. And they're not really accepting of Dan at first. I would say there's probably about maybe 8 people living in a seems like a townhouse sort of thing in the UK. And as I said, they're not really accepting of Dan at first, and um, they think that they're immune to the virus because they haven't turned yet, and just about everybody else has. One of the people in the house turns. It is one of the guys that lives there's sister, and it kind of causes them to leave the safe house, and because I guess they don't feel safe, and break out on their own. Meanwhile, you not only have the zombies that are coming after people, you also have the military that are trying to put people down, whether you're infected or not, which kind of, increases the sense of urgency, in my opinion. Um, what do I think about this film? I thought the acting was pretty decent. Um, I thought the story was interesting. I mean, it's not really breaking any new ground as far as zombie movies go. Um, but I mean, I thought it was fairly interesting. But I will tell you, the thing that took me out of this film and that makes it, well, let me say that I'm going to give this movie a 6. And the reason why this movie is a 6 rather than higher is because whenever the zombies are around and they're being chased and stuff like that, all you see is shaky cam. And I'm going to give you an example right now. All you see is this, more or less, the entire time. So it is very hard to make out what exactly is happening. And I never thought I had motion sickness until I watched this. It was pretty rough, which kind of upset me a little because I was into this and I did kind of enjoy it. But the shaky cam was really rough and it took me out of spots in the film that I don't think it should have. So, like I said, I'm going to give this a 6. There is enjoyment to be had here. Just, you know, the shaky cam's a little bit much. But I would like to thank Wild Eye for providing me with a copy to screen for you guys. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time.